Good evening, everybody. As promised, our turf football is live in Vegas with our very own Dayna OG. Dayna, what's going on out in Vegas?
It's exhausting in Vegas as it normally is. This is great. Vegas has been a fantastic host city for the draft. There are so many fans here of every team, so well represented. The city has it set up so basically all the events are right within about a 1 block radius of each other. So fans don't even have to go very far to do all of the things. Tons of venues set up. There's concerts tonight. They're doing a drone show. They're having a great time.
I know you're exhausted. I know we got a lot of reactions from some of these picks, but I personally want to know what was your personal reaction to the Seahawks pick when they picked Charles Cross, the big offensive tackle out of Mississippi State?
Loved it, right? So we really, I think for the most part, Seahawks fans and a lot of the Seahawks media really just didn't want the Seahawks to jump at a quarterback. Like, just because there isn't really one in Seattle doesn't mean that you should go pick up, one of the guys here. Then they come across and they get a fantastic offensive tackle. Now, I just finished his press conference, which I went live with on Twitter, so you can go watch that at any time. But he's a good kid, just down home, sweet kid who's really ready to work. And he said of his conversation with Pete Carroll that he's like, that guy has some energy and I'm here for it. And it's like, that's what we love about Pete Carroll and the way that he coaches.
Well, I know that you were in some of the press conferences, so I don't know. We had a plethora of trades go. We had a total almost six.
Yeah.
We had the Lions, Eagles, Ravens. Of course, the Patriots went out of the first round, as everybody
Right?
kind
So
of
surprising.
and the Chiefs jumped back up, and the Bills sneakily jumped back up. So we had a huge movement there. As you know, I don't know if you've known this, but the Ravens sent their wide receiver Marquise Brown to the Cardinals, and the Eagles have really made some noise, Dayna. They not
Yeah.
only yes, and so
AJ Brown. Where'd that
yes,
come
and
from?
yep, and as you know, they traded back up into the round, took the offensive tackle Jordan Davis, then traded for AJ Brown. So something that we ultimately didn't expect. Any reaction from the media?
Yeah, the AJ Brown news spread like wildfire throughout the media workroom, and then the press conferences. Like, you could just hear, and even some of the players themselves during their press conferences were like, "Wait, AJ Brown went where?" Like, because it's just, you're in this bubble here, so you don't always see it right away. But yeah, everyone was really surprised that happened. And the big topic of conversation was, what does that then do with Deebo Samuel? Because we know now what AJ Brown went for. Deebo Samuel is probably not going to get much more than that. There is a rumor out there that San Francisco turned down the 10th pick for Deebo Samuel. So I don't know what they were expecting, but they were expecting a big haul. So it was really interesting. I think this draft, Lisa, if I remember correctly, most of us weren't thinking that there really would be many trades. And so it's been real interesting to see how many teams have shaken it up, including the Chiefs, although I think a lot of people thought that they would package those two picks maybe and move up a little.
Yeah, and I think so too. And like I said, and the Saints also traded back up, and
We all thought
went
for
wide
quarterback.
receiver.
Boy, were we wrong.
Yeah, we were all wrong. And I mean, we had a huge run of wide receivers. And that's when
Right.
you kind of we started seeing the trades up. We started seeing the corner wide receivers come off board. We started seeing teams sneaking back up, like the Buffalo Bills, to snag a quarterback.
Absolutely.
So, like I said, so we were kind of very surprised at that. But, like I said, the Lions started everything off by, trading back up into the top 20. So, and then it just snowballed from there. So give me some of the fan reactions in Vegas. I got a huge turnout going on and everything.
Huge. A ridiculous amount of people, and so fun. I will tell you though, unless you're at an Eagles game, I have never seen so many Eagles fans in one place. Like, this town is covered in Eagles, and obviously their team has delivered for them. I think that they're really excited. Of course, a lot of Raiders fans, and because of where we are. But yeah, it's been really fun. But I will say this: it's interesting to me, and Lisa, I don't know, you're a quarterback girl.
Yep.
Mike Tomlin took Pickett over Will.
Yes.
What happened? That too started at the back of the conference room and spread like wildfire through the front. We were all
he
surprised
took
at
the
that.
Pittsburgh kid from Pittsburgh. He spent so much time with Malik. I saw him like talking to the Liberty coaches. I watched him, and he just must have seen something in Pickett that he liked, and maybe it was the snow screen to have everybody think that he was going to go for Malik. I don't know, but I mean, it's so like I said, he obviously did his homework, because he was there at the draft. Senior Bowl, sorry, at the Senior Bowl doing his homework, and Pickett, the hometown kid, got the nods, first quarterback off the board, which had me. So I can imagine the O's and the ahs.
The Pittsburgh news media that was sitting behind us, shock. It was shock.
Yes,
so that was
sure
super fun. Yeah. I'm sorry I keep wandering. I keep trying to find quiet places. I'm so sorry.
No, you are fine. I just, like I said, this is our first live thing. Wanted to catch your reactions and see what some of the fans are. Hopefully you'll get outside and get some of the fan reactions for us tomorrow. So what's day 2 looking like for you?
Yeah, so tomorrow, it'll be interesting. I think we're gonna, I'm gonna spend some time walking around, see how the fans react, see what they think. Go check out that NFL draft experience too. That area looks really cool. And the NFL has brought in so many current players, former players, legends. They have brought them in to meet the fans, and it's so fun. Rob Gronkowski is here tomorrow. Today they had Bo Jackson. I mean, it's just huge. The players that they're bringing in, so that'll be really fun for the fans. And I think tomorrow's draft, Lisa, I think it's going to be really interesting, because as odd as today's draft was, I think tomorrow's going to be even crazier.
Yes, and I think it got a lot of people's attention of what kind of happened. I think in a boring draft that so many were expecting, kind of got excited for several teams, including the Eagles, Lions, Bills moved back up. So anyway, so I know you are a busy woman. I will let you go
back to the press conferences
and get to it. Appreciate the time, everybody, for watching. Our Turf Live is on the ground. Dayna's doing some work out on Vegas. So if you guys see her, say hi. If not, then we'll look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow night.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.